What it do, y'all? Happy Monday. So, I'm not here to take up a whole lot of time, but today one of my relaxed chill days. So, of course, I, go into my meditation modes when I'm having a slow day. And I'm not going to wait for nobody to chime in. I'm on TikTok Live because I've been neglecting my pro TikTok page. Sorry, y'all. But I came here to talk about contracts, relationship contracts. And I know I'm talking, if ain't nobody on here yet, you probably can go back and look at it again on Facebook. Meet me at Nairi Sanchez on Facebook, NYEREESANCHEZ, Facebook. So anyway, I'm thinking about contracts, the contracts that we sign when we enter into connections and relationships. And it doesn't matter what kind of relationship it is. It could be family, it could be friends, it could be romantic, it could be business, it doesn't even matter. But I was having a conversation with somebody the other day, and they were explaining about how their spouse don't support what they want to do when it comes to their family. So my thing was this: you knew this person felt this way before you married them or before you entered into that contract, but you were adamant still about entering into that contract, not realizing the effects that it would have down the line. You know what I'm saying? If somebody tell you they got a problem with your family, or your family has a problem with your spouse, or you have a problem with your spouse's family, children, whatever that might be, somewhere down the line, when that person needs moral support, emotional support for something that may be taking place in their family, and you expect that person to feel different. Now, don't get me wrong, relationships should be about sacrifice and working together, and compromising. But the bottom line is, if you already know how somebody feels about your people, and you decide to enter into that relationship anyway, that means you signed up for whatever is going to happen when that time comes and you need that moral support that you don't get. Why complain about it when you signed up for it? I don't think people realize how they really be signing up for stuff. Like, you cannot keep complaining about something you signed up for. Period. If you get with somebody and they smoke, when you get with them, you hate smoke. You know you hate smoke. Get with this person and you're together 5, 6, 7 years, and that person still ain't stopped smoking, and now you irritated and complaining about it to everybody. Why do that? You know what I'm saying? You signed up for that contract. You signed up for that. If y'all know what I'm saying, I'm only using these things as an example, but we know there are larger things that people get involved in relationships, and then they complain about it as time go on. But why are you complaining about something you signed up for? Do we ever stop to think about that? We sit there, we get mad when people do things, and we play victim like they're doing things to us, but you got to think about it. You knew this person was like this before you got with them the way you got with them. Before y'all moved in, this person didn't like washing dishes. You know what I'm saying? Before you moved in with this person, you knew they snored. Before you moved in with this person, you knew they took their drawers off and left them in the middle of the floor. Did you think any of that was going to change after y'all moved in together? Or after y'all got married? Just because it may not have bothered you for the first 5 or 6 years. That 7th year, when the dynamics of things change and now it's a problem, you're mad. But you signed up for that. You see what I'm saying? A lot of y'all are trying to hold on to relationships that the divine, the universe, God, whatever you believe in, have been trying to protect you from. But because people have these notions, oh, I don't want to die alone. Or, well, my kid's grown. It don't matter. It don't matter how old your kids are. If you get with somebody that don't like your damn kids, that's a part of you that person is never going to like. Your children are a part of you. Period. Your children are a part of you. So if somebody have a problem with your children and you get with that person and you expect that person to have moral support for a part of you they don't like, then you're delusional. You're delusional. And then you're mad about a contract you signed. Relationships, you sign contracts. For whatever that person comes with, you're signing up for that. When you get with somebody, when you move in with somebody, when you marry somebody, you sign up for all of that. You understand what I'm saying? You know this person like to wear wigs, but you get with you marry him and now you don't want him to wear wigs no more. Bro, you signed up for that. You know what I'm saying? You know this man is a serial dater and it has a non-committal issue, but you get with him anyway, and now you mad because he cheating every 3 months. Since you signed up for that, you signed up. You know, you get with somebody that have a communication problem or anger issue, but then you're mad because you can't have a conversation with them. You signed up for that. You know what I'm saying? Why do people get in these situations and want to dump all that off on other people? You signed up for that. You signed that contract when you decided to enter into that commitment or that connection. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, some of the things we didn't sign up for, like who our families are. We don't have any control over who we may be blood related to. But let me tell y'all something about family. That's an illusion. Family is an illusion. People get so caught up into titles that they forget the dynamics of what the meaning or the foundation of the relationship is supposed to be. You know, people try to always counsel somebody if they have an issue with their parent, but you gotta understand, everything ain't always on the child. Parents have to earn respect. You understand what I'm saying? Parents have to earn respect, because there's a lot of people who really don't like their parents, their mothers or their fathers. But because society put these stipulations on people to try to control how they feel, people, you know, walk around suppressing those things, and then they end up in relationships where they're taking all of that pressure out on the person that they're with, when your problem is really at your birth seat with the people that you didn't have any control over what contract you entered into at birth. But what you do have control over is how you decide to navigate those contracts when you come into a family that's karmic, or you end up with a family, you know, that's negative. A lot of y'all right now have been really suffering a lot of misfortune in your life, not even realizing it's because the people in your own family have been speaking negative over you all your life. They've been talking down about you behind your back, wishing negative on you behind your back, hoping you don't make it, hoping you fail, hoping that you get in a position to where you need somebody. You know what I'm saying? So they can feel better about themselves. You know, if you're one of those people that's always been like the strong one in your family, believe they don't like you. Believe that if you feel like you always the one that's always getting ostracized, they invite everybody else and don't invite you, or they break bread with everybody else and they don't break bread with you. That's because you the strong one. They don't like you because they can't understand how you always getting by without having to run to them for stuff. They can't talk negative about you, so they create, you know what I'm saying, they make up shit. Any little thing, they try to act like something going on with your life. And some of y'all don't know how to separate yourselves from that because it's family, because of that title. It's a contract. It's a DNA contract. You see what I'm saying? And some of y'all don't know how to understand that you can navigate that contract. Just because people are related to you does not mean that you have to kowtow to that. It doesn't mean that you owe them anything. Some of y'all are in families that the divine just used them to bring you back to this planet to serve your purpose. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. And when you don't know how to detach from that title, that illusion of family, a lot of y'all get held back from y'all purposes. A lot of y'all have problems in y'all interpersonal romantic relationships. Y'all have a hard time building those relationships because you're still suffering from all the trauma that you ended up dealing with your karmic family. All of that stuff is an illusion. Family are the people who treat you the way they're supposed to treat you, uplift you, encourage you, speak life into you, help you create opportunities, support your ideas, support your goal. That's family. And those, unfortunately, could be strangers. Strangers could be more family than the people you've been knowing all your life. All of us, most of us know that. But it doesn't hurt sometimes for us to be reiterated of those things and hear it from another perspective. So that's all I come to do when I do come here and say my stuff, y'all. So on that note, I just wanted to come here and tell y'all, you know, what I've been meditating about. And the relationships that we enter into, whether it's related, blood related, or whether it's romantic related or friendship related, it doesn't matter what it is. Just understand that when you start seeing things you know you don't want to have to live with for the rest of your life, and you ignore those things because it doesn't affect you right then and there, When it, just understand, if it may not be affecting you right then and there, but it does not mean it's not going to later on down the line. And when you start getting affected by those things that you knew you didn't like in the beginning, just remember, you signed up for that. Don't get mad at that other person for doing what they was already doing before you decided to solidify that contract. You signed up for it. You knew that woman was a lazy person when you got with her. You knew that woman didn't like to cook when you married her. You knew that man didn't like to work when you got with him. You knew he didn't like to keep a job when you married him. You know what I'm saying? And now you mad because he's sitting on the couch and you got to work 3 jobs. You know what I'm saying? Or you mad because she's sleeping in the bed, or you know, you annoyed because she in the bed all day and ain't got no drive and ambition and ain't bringing no life to the table. But you knew that at some point you were going to deal with that. You signed up for that contract. That's all I'm saying. So anyway, y'all, on that note, I'm out. I just wanted to come here and give a little encouragement and tell y'all what was on my mind. Hopefully somebody could have got something out of this and took something with them or whatever. If you missed the video, you can come back on Facebook and check it out at my Facebook page, Nyere Sanchez, NYEREESANCHEZ. And I'll see y'all on my next TikTok live. Alright? Just remember, take this one last thing with you. Some of y'all are fighting for relationships that ain't working, that you got all this resistance in, because you have whatever you believe in trying to protect you from that relationship, and y'all ignoring all of that to try to fight for that relationship anyway, because you feel so connected and tied to what you think it's meant to be. Oh, everybody got problems. No, that's that societal thinking. Some people out here are ready and willing to do what it takes to have what they want. And whereas if you catching a bunch of resistance, you might need to let that be what it is until that person is ready to be aligned with you. Other than that, you fighting it, you up against the wind. And when we know what happens when you up against the wind, that causes turbulence. So on that note, some of y'all are fighting for relationships, dealing with turbulence over something that you're supposed to be really protected from. Don't shoot the messenger. Anyway, enjoy the rest of y'all week on Monday. Just another beautiful, magnificent Monday. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.